Because you're the Faja. Right, Joey?
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Eason. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Madd3n. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down. Eason. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Throwing after the interception. Eason. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns.
Well, my first 2 drives against the Browns. The first one I threw a pick 6. The second one, Eason got hit and fumbled it, and they scooped it and ran it for a touchdown.
And they got it done a second time.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14.
No, not a great start.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line. Miami set to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Second and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Eason on second down. He's going to rifle one deep. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A pickup of 44 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
First and 10, Eason steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 21, it's second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming.
Third down.
On third down, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
He is good. Makes the score Browns 14.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 22. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Second and 9.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Complete to Kareem.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Jamie Gillen.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Browns 14, Dolphins 3.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's taken in at the 9. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a first and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is woo.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sheldon Richardson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll...
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Fall incomplete.
Intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And it's 21-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Set to kick off.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Eason. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across midfield.
And Justin Coleman brings him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Dolphins 1st down.
From the gun, Eason. Coleman has it here right side.
Eason's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivations.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Yards on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Parker the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
21.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Dolphins 13.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go... bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 27th, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
4 yards. Complete to Jarvis Landry. 10 yards on the pickup.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
The ball carrier.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
They run again with Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down.
From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 93 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
2nd down. Here's Eason. Over the middle. It's complete. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going down the road, you may have to even...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's Eason off the play fake. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Eason sets to throw it. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 41-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield down from the 50. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Defense. Are you serious?
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing is Eason. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Jones.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
He was brought down at the 40.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. This is Coleman. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
Browns 28.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.